What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, we're going to talk about knowing your worth and lowering your value to keep guys around. First off, I want to say sorry for this light. There you go. I can just talk like this the whole time, right? But I have a lot of clients who I believe are very high value women. Well, every woman's high value. But they're so locked in a shell, or they're so scared of losing the guy because they desire him so much that they're willing to put up with bullshit and lower their standards and lower their values to keep the guy around, but then then wonder why the guy never fully commits. And I'm about to tell you why that happens. Okay, common sense. Now disclaimer, not talking about every guy, not even talking about the average guy. I'm talking about guys on Tinder, guys who say they don't want relationships, guys who aren't looking for a relationship, guys who just got out of relationships, those kind of things, right? So here's the thing. Let me give you an example of it and then kind of go off that. If you and I were talking and you said, Elliot, I want a relationship. And I said, okay, that's great, but I don't. And you come back with, okay, that's fine. I understand. We'll see what happens. We'll go slow. We'll take it slow. We'll do this. Whatever, right? I feel like the woman, when she says that, she's setting herself up for a trap. I'm not saying you can't do that, but it's how long you do it. I feel like when a girl says that, she's automatically, in a way, lowering her standards just to keep the guy around, because that's not truly what she's worth and that's not truly what she wants. But because she wants and desires the guy so bad, she's willing to take the pay cut in hopes, not in order, but in hopes that something happens. And that's the problem. It's the hope factor, right? It's the anchor that keeps you hooked and kind of gives the guy the power, because now you got to look at it from his perspective. If you're lowering your standards to keep him around, the power dynamics are kind of in his favor. He knows he has you hooked. He knows you like him. And at the same time, why in hell would he commit when he knows, again, sorry for this light, but if he knows that he's getting the girlfriend benefits from you, the talking, texting, hanging out, sex, all that kind of stuff, but doesn't have to commit. Well, if that's the case, then he's having the best of both worlds. Why would he commit? Why would he commit to you? And I know you're high value, but you're not demonstrating it. You're worth a lot more, but you're not demonstrating it because he's thinking, well, she's lowering her values to keep me in her life, but at the same time, I'm getting the benefits from her while technically being single, so I could do what I want and talk to other girls. You're creating a recipe for him not to commit. It's a bargain that you're not going to win, because what he's getting right now is too good to be true. He's literally having his cake and eating it too. He's being able to talk to you, a great woman who wants him and desires him, which boosts his ego. Guys love the attention, all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, he can do whatever he wants. There's just no reason for the guy to commit, unless he's actually looking for that companionship, that monogamy, in a relationship. I'm talking about the guy who, on average, maybe not on average, but the guy who kind of just says, let's go by ear, whatever happens, kind of thing. That guy with this scenario is not going to happen, or it's not going to turn out well. I just think there's a lot of things that can go wrong and that do go wrong, as I am explaining below. So I always tell women, third time, sorry about this, son. I always tell women that if you want to fix something like this, then you have to have a kind of a deadline and an ultimatum. You have to let the guy understand that, hey, I like you, but it's not fair to me. I like you, but you know what I want. And again, it's just not fair to me to keep around or to stick around and hope for change when it's been X amount of months and I haven't got change. So no offense to you. I like you. I'm not pressuring you for a relationship. I know you don't want one, but I'm going to space it for myself. I'm going to pull away a bit and do my thing. I wish you the best. If you change your mind, again, no hard feelings. Just reach out. And we'll go from there. Something like that. Now, I wouldn't go that long and that, just use that many words. That's a little though you're beating a dead horse. But at the same time, I do think that a woman should in some way convey what she wants again, and then not negotiate it, but at the same time hold her ground. I feel like the person who has the strongest not negotiation, but who has the strongest position is the one who's able to negotiate what they want and then walk away and actually mean it. Women get themselves in this position all the time, not just because the guy's an asshole, but because she's willing to deal with it. It's one of those things where I always tell women, guys do what they do for two reasons. I mean, not because they think they can get away with it, and two, because a woman lets them, right? I'm talking about bad things. And that's usually what happens here. So you kind of have to draw the line somewhere. You kind of have to tell the guy, hey, I like you, I want you, but I don't need you. And then go from there, okay? So with that being said, ladies, I love you. Take care and peace.